Wetin be all this revelation? Wetin Nigerians wan take all this revelation do now? Who dey accuse you say na you kpai your husband, no kpai your husband at this age and time? Like seriously? Just hear what she has to say.
Buhari began locking himself in the room when they told him I wanted to buy him. Aisha. Former First Lady Aisha Buhari has revealed how her husband, the late President Muhammadu Buhari, began avoiding her following gossips in Aso Rock that she, Aisha, planned to buy him. No be small thing. According to her, Buhari began locking his room and failed to follow the feeding routine she had set out for him. The ex-First Lady also said the health crisis that forced Buhari to take 154 days of medical leave in 2017 began with a broken feeding routine and mismanaged nutrition. Her account of the wealth crisis appeared in the new 600-page biography. 600-page biography, who go read am from soldier to statesman, The Legacy of Muhammadu Buhari, authored by Charles Omoli, launched at the Lagos State House on Monday. 600 pages, no be small thing. She argued that Buhari's illness was not a mysterious ailment or poisoning. According to the book, Aisha Buhari had long supervised her husband's meal and supplement at specific hours, a regimen that had said helped a slender man with a long history of malnutrition symptoms maintain strength. Elderly bodies require gentle, consistent support, she recalled, adding he doesn't have a chronic illness. Keep him on schedule. It is, according to Aisha Buhari, her husband's 2017 health crisis did not originate as a mysterious ailment or a covert plot. It started, she says, with the loss of a routine. Malnutrition, she described it a pattern of meals and supplements she had long overseen in Kaduna before they moved to Aso Villa. The former First Lady convened a meeting with close staff, including the physician Sohaib Rafin Dade, the CSO Bashir Abubakar, the housekeeper, and the SSS DG to explain the plan. She said daily cups and bowls with tailored vitamin powders and oils, a touch of protein here, a change to cereal there, okay now. When the presidency's machinery took over our private lives, she explained the plan daily at specific hours, cups and bowls with tailored vitamin powders and oil, a touch of protein here, a change of cereal there. Elderly bodies require gentle, consistent support, Omoli narrated. However, the routine failed. Then became the gossip that and the fear-mongering. They said I wanted to buy him. The book quotes her as saying, "My husband believed them for a week or so," she said, revealing that the president began locking his room, changed small habits, and crucially, meals were delayed or missed. The supplements were stopped. For a year, he did not have lunch. They mismanaged his meals, she added. Deterioration culminated in Buhari's 2 extended medical trips to the United Kingdom, totally 154 days in 2017, during which he ceded authority to Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. Upon return, he admitted to being never so ill and having received blood transfusions. Buhari's absence sparked rumors, speculations, and even conspiracy theories, Omole wrote. Buhari debunked stories of plots to poison her husband. Her contention, Omole noted, is that loss of a routine, malnutrition, was the genesis of the crisis. Okay? In London, doctors prescribed an even stronger regimen of supplements, he explained. Initially, Buhari was frightened and not taking them as prescribed, so she took charge of his welfare, slipping hospital-issued supplements into his juice and oats, he read. The former First Lady described the turnaround as swift, noting after just 3 days he threw away the sick he was working with. After a week, he was receiving relatives. That, she says, was the genesis and also the reversal of the sickness. Okay now, the book stated. According to Omole, critics said Buhari's reliance on UK hospitals exposed the failure of Nigeria's health system. Even before that, we know that Nigeria's health system is nothing to write home about. A more compassionate perspective, he wrote, recognizes that a man in his 70s may require specialized care not readily available in Nigeria after decades of under-investment. Bro John says, you should have eaten with your husband as married couples. I don't understand. He said, he started locking the door. He started avoiding her. So how are they supposed to eat together? I don't understand. Nathan says, you should have said my husband began to lock himself in the room. If you claim that this on peace with you was your husband. Foolish John, these people everywhere. What was the meaning of that? Abra says, see into whose hands Nigerians found themselves. I think we are so stupid to have expected anything good from Buhari's government. He was totally sick all through his tenure. Very, very sick. Tis well, Ogunka's Chidi said so he was so afraid of being poisoned, Abi, but harvest men all over with AK-47 rifles, destroying farms, spying farmers and landowners. Anyways, this is now medicine after death, Abi. Aisha, because the man of God has answered the greatest call, but you are part of the cabal that hijacked the government and will still face it if you like it or not. You must receive your reward. Adeboje says Buhari surrounded himself with useless illiterates, dishing out strong advice to him on his family and the entire nation. Especially that Bashir, I've been waiting be a name. Mike says too late and unnecessary. Dead men tell no stories. Those that brought us to where we are today, still alive, beginning from OBJ's military regime to the present, should pay for their inanities against us. Ekiti says in the first place she should not have allowed the government protocol to stop her from taking care of her husband, but he's the president of the country, they'll say his protection is key, his priority, even from his wife. They would protect the wife away from him. So I don't know. They didn't mean good for the husband. If it was me and Babagida, who are you to try it? Tizwa Foluke says if his house should be special, monitored, and had to live on specific vitamin supplements at specific hours as alleged, it means he had been sick. Yes, that means he had been sick even before he became the president. So they've been monitoring it, because she said since when they were in Kaduna, before they moved to Aso, that means he has been sick and he was being managed, and they made that kind of a person our president. He might have been surrounded by bad people. He knew what he was doing. Disarmed every citizens to be at the mercy of insurgents, bandits, and armed herdsmen who people claim are their children and guardians of the forest now. The good and the evil men do live with and after them. Karma is not partial and doesn't take bribe. It is well. Prince says upon all the money borrowed and other funds squandered from crude oil sales, where are those cash out money? Perhaps they are spending USD and Naira in his paradise. I've been now, make it they spend down for them. Vivian says, Madam, I applaud your courage and resilience in making sure that your aged husband had his meals, drugs, and care. Most women had abandoned their aged husband, flexing here and there. What did the husband do when he was okay? When the husband was very strong and aged, was he taking care of the wife? If you do not take care of your wife when you were strong and aged, if you fall sick, you're on your own, no? You're on your own. So it's okay, say they are just flexing here and they're just waiting for their last breath so they inherit their property. The write-up showed that you were pained when those vultures separated you from giving your husband his meals and drugs at the appropriate time, and in the right quantity. This has deepened the love and respect I have for your family. Hey, yeah, Bele. I beg you. Equity says this narration will make Nigeria stop blaming Buhari as such. It shows that Buhari had been indisposed for much of his presidency. The government was run by his associates, yes, including Malami, who later married his daughter. It was a confused 8 years of disaster. If you knew you were sick, why not just not become the president? Why become the president when you were obviously sick? He's still to be blamed, I beg. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.